Ready to Love Season 3. This is episode 3. I'm sorry. I like Denise, aka Aunt Vi, but she comes off as old, bitter, resentful, needing counselor. And Joy, I was rooting for Joy, but I did not like what Joy did. I thought that Joy overreacted, and I am so glad to see Simone tightening up herself this week. Okay, Simone, somebody put her in check, honey, because she's totally different from how she was last week. And this week, Simone is what I thought I was going to see. But unfortunately, I saw the little crazy one last week. But let's see if she's going to be doing better coming up. I thought they sent the wrong guy home. I'm sorry. Mr. Country should not have been sent home. But anyways, welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married. My name is Janice. I was trying to watch it with y'all last night, but girl, I laid on that couch. I just couldn't get out. Okay. And I woke up at 10 o'clock. Excuse me, 10 o'clock. I was like, Lord, I was tired. But anyways, I'm here Saturday morning. Did you guys enjoy this week? I enjoyed it. I just do not like Denise persona. She comes off as tough and aggressive. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs us up. Please be sure to check out my other channel, Study the Bible in 1 Year. I need some more subscribers over there. But you know what? I'm really not going to stress about it because I have my writing I have to do. I have deactivated my Facebook because I need time to write. And of course, YouTube takes up a lot of my time. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not going to worry about it. And I've sent 2 books to editors this week. So excited. Anyway, so it starts off with they're having breakfast. I think it was breakfast because they was drinking, girl. I even went and got me a glass of wine. Naya and Chris date. Oh, Lord. I was like, ooh, I like her. Girl, I got up and got me a glass of wine. Yes. Minister Winter. I wish she hadn't told me she was a minister. I just feel like ministers are supposed to be, you're just supposed to not act like everybody else, okay? Telling Jay, I dreamt about you last night, and we jumped in the pool with our clothes on. Can we do that? I don't like you telling him you dreamt about him, but I peep your game, Winter. I peep your game, and I don't like her. I don't dislike her. I wish I didn't know she was a minister. Okay, she hasn't said it on the show, but on Facebook, and people have said I do check into Facebook maybe once a week just to approve people of my group and look at my memory pictures because I have a lot of pictures of the kids and I want to share them. Okay, Ray and Naya talk about his 5 kids, and when he said he was like, well, I'm a musician. She said, musician. Oh, Lord. She walked away. I would have walked away to child police. He wouldn't have to wait to say musician for me. I would have walked away when he said 5 kids. Girl, I had that one guy asking my dad to take me out on the date. He had 5 kids. I told him, for what? What am I going to do? I'm not taking care of people 5 kids. Girl, no. Okay. That's a whole lot of people to take care of. His 5, my 1, plus I want to have 1 or 2 more, plus me and him. 10 people? Girl, and I'm a writer. No, sir. Not interested. Okay. Tommy comes in, and Denise looked really cute in her all black with the hat, and Tommy called him, you looking like Aunt Vi. I know everybody on Facebook is calling her Aunt Vi. Aunt Viv, I'm sorry, Aunt Viv. Okay. This week, ladies get to eliminate 2 guys. Oh my Lord. 2 guys are going home. Okay. Joy and Jay talks, and oh my God, Joy outfit. Ladies, my single ladies that's dating. This is what I mean about you don't always have to dress ladies with the boobs out or the ass out or the skin tight paint on pants or dress. Because Joy's dress, she had on a white flowing dress, absolutely beautiful, but her boots. And the guys were complimenting her on her boots. And I love the boots. So this is what I mean, that you need to be deliberate in your dressing. Okay, I don't, ladies, especially if your boobs blessed and ass blessed, sometimes you got to cover that up because they know what you're doing with the boobs and they know that's what you're doing. You have to kind of use something else to kind of pull them in. If you have long pretty arms like Denise, one of the things I love about Denise is because she's all arms and legs, and she uses that to her advantage, and I absolutely love it. I just wish it wasn't so aggressive and manly and masculine. But anyways, Adrian and Rashid, they're playing pool and she's sticking it out. She's like, I can't feel it. I like Adriana, by the way. She's cute. I like her. Chris and Naya, they have some alone time, and listen to what Chris said. Naya is not the typical woman he's used to dating. But he's trying to do something else. But Naya said the same thing about Chris last week. Like, he's not typical. But I can understand for Naya why Chris is not typical. But for Chris to say Naya is not typical, I would like to see what he usually who he typically dated, because Naya is absolutely beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's modest. She's very feminine. She's very ladylike. She's older now. You could tell. I'm looking at her and I'm like, yeah, you could tell she's 40. You could tell Naya is 40, but she carries her age well. That's one of the things I love about her, is even though she is an older woman, she doesn't come off as an older woman like Denise. Denise comes off as an older woman, like she's ready to school the younger girls. And I don't think that's going to work out well for her. And, but Naya, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, very feminine, very ladylike. And I love that she's allowing the men to pursue her. But she's 42, right? Naya's 42. So even though she's 42, she comes off younger. Not like Denise, who's 38 or 39, and she just comes off old, okay? Simone talked with the guys, said they thought she was guarded on her group date. So was it, who set up the group date? Raymond set up... David, who set up that group? I forgot. Set up the group date, and Raymond. It was Raymond, right? Yes. And this is when I saw the Simone that I wanted to see last week. And she was worried, and her feelings are hurt that she was in the bottom 2 last week. And she was saying that the guys said that they thought she was guarded. And then I saw what I wanted to see from her. She started making connection because she realized last week that she pissed David off. So she said, David, I had it just with you, and you and I, we have things in common. So that's her way of pulling him in. Like, hey, just in case you don't realize that I know we do have some things in common. And I'm so happy her whole behavior was different. She was smiling. She was being ladylike and feminine. She was listening. She was not trying to take over the conversation, and she was smiling. And I really, really like that, Simone. That is what I wanted to see last week, and I would love to see more of that from her. Okay, I don't want to see that girl I saw last week. Okay, and she's saying, even as an attorney, she has to be guarded. Mr. Baby Mama Brian, who currently has a girlfriend that's baby mama that's pregnant, talking about he haven't had sex in 40 days, he's celibate. You ain't celibate. Baby, come back and talk to me after 2 years. But honestly, my dad said guys have to get it out. And I don't think men can really be celibate, because even if they don't have sex with somebody else, you know what they're doing to get it out. Okay, they have to get that thing out. So, they might not have sex with a woman, but they're, allegedly. I don't know. I'm not a man. Naya and Chris, they went on a date. Absolutely romantic. I love them together. They're both nature lovers, so that's good. 2 people who love the nature. Her body. Naya is 42. Girl, I was looking down at my belly. I was like, wait a minute. Absolutely beautiful, Naya. beautiful body. That means she's been keeping up herself, ladies. Okay, keep yourself up, especially if you're still single and you're still trying to get your husband. Even as a married woman, you keep yourself up. I'm the same weight he married me at. Okay, a little bit low. My doctor wants to lose a few pounds, but keep yourself up. Because why? Men are visual. Even though they can gain 200, 300 pounds, God forbid, you gain 15 pounds and So ladies, single and married, I encourage you to keep yourself up. Chris wants to know what makes Naya tick. I love that. He said, I want to see the naked Naya. So then there's another group, and Alexis is talking to Brian about sex again. Like, I don't understand. What is it with Alex and this sex? It's like she's always bringing up sex. I mean, are you just like, let Alex leave the sex talk and the celibate talk alone, okay? And she really likes Brian. Girl, little do you know he got some chick pregnant, honey. Okay, while he's on the beach, okay? I really love Simone, her difference, her persona, her being ladylike and being feminine and smiling and talking, because she realized that very aggressive and manly attitude she had last week didn't work and almost got her behind sent home. So she's flipping the page now. Chris and Naya wine date. That's when I went and got me a glass of wine too, girl. He said he wanted to kiss her, and he asked her about kids, and she was like, yeah, I want to have kids. I don't have a long time left. He was like, me neither. I don't have a long time left. And she was like, you don't. And she said, well, you look very young and very vibrant, my paraphrasing. And he said, yeah, but I don't have a long time left. And I love it that was like when me and my husband met. We were just on the same track. We both wanted to get married. We both wanted to have kids. And it makes it easy. Listen, single ladies that's dating for marriage. It's easy. It is easy when you're on the same track, when you meet somebody like you who wants to get married and who wants to have kids, and you don't have to beat him into wanting to get married and beat him into wanting to have kids. And I just think if these two can stick together, they can go ahead and get married, honey, and send me an invitation for the wedding, because I absolutely love them together. In the group date was Simone, Ray, Joy, David, Alicia, and Jay. Simone says she has a hard exterior. I didn't see her as a hard exterior. I see Denise has a hard exterior. I just see Simone last week. She came off extremely masculine. Okay, and I don't think masculine necessarily means a hard exterior. Like, I can totally tell the difference between Simone and Denise, where Denise is just hard and rough and masculine. Simone is, she's not really hard, but some of her behaviors and ways can come off as masculine, which is what I saw last week. And so she said David felt like Simone wasn't interested. Alicia felt the same about David. David allegedly pointed his finger in Joy's face, and I don't think that's what happened. I think he's just one of those people that talk with his hands like I do. And I have to remember when I'm talking, sometimes when I talk to people, I do this or I do this, because I'll point, and for me that's an island thing. I don't know if it's down south, but I really think Joy overreacted, and for that one quick second I really dislike her, because I don't think he was pointing in her face like that. He was just pointing like, some people talk with their hands, and if you don't know, it can come off as you're pointing in their face. It's just like Simone came off extremely masculine last week. Now she's aware, and now she can pivot and adjust to being more ladylike, being more feminine, and watch her tone and smile and not take over the conversation and be open to everyone. So I really do think that Joy overreacted, okay? Simone is trying to get David in her good graces, because she knows she messed up last week. And she said, by David, you and I, we have a lot of things in common. Then she told the story about the guy she was dating and how he reminded her of her dad. And she said, I wrote a legal paper that got published in the legal whatever, and it was a great big deal. And she called him and tell him, and what he could say was, Mom, yes.
You print picture out so I can color it. Pictures. So
Okay.
I can color
All right, I will. Okay, I'll bring it up.
I need to take picture.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll print it out for you, okay? And I'll bring it up.
First, I need to take pictures.
Okay. And she said when she called him, tell him, and he said, yeah, but you forget a period, you forget a comma here. And she said, oh, you're my daddy. You remind me of my father. And she said her father loved her, but her daddy didn't like her. That's powerful, isn't it? Because that's a statement we use in the church. I love you, but I don't like you. Okay. And she said she would bring home her report card, and her dad would say, yeah, but you still got a B, and you got a B because you was talking so much, and you would have gotten an A if you wasn't talking so much. And so what it means when you love a person but you don't like is, I love you because I'm supposed to love you, but I don't like you. I don't like hanging out with you. I don't want to talk to you on the phone. You know, there's people like that, John. I love you, but I'm not trying to hang out with you. And then people's like my sister, she's not my real sister Sandy, where I pick her up for work, we hang out. Girl, you going to Walmart, I'm going to Walmart. I'm passing by your house. You know, she texts me, I'm driving by your house. You know, I like her. She like, we like each other's company, and I like being with them. But then there's some people, girl, I'm not trying to be around. And I think that was her dad. And she said they had to go to counseling. She said she had to learn not to be so tough and hard because she was trying to prove herself. And ladies, beware of men who want you to prove yourself. You just have to be the best woman, the best wife that you can be. Because a single woman, one of the things my dad told me is that you're already a wife. You're not a wife when you get married. You are already a wife, so you carry yourself as a wife. But y'all ladies allowing these men to pop babies out of you and shack up and sex you, and you're washing and cooking and cleaning so you can prove yourself to him that you're wifey material. Girl, it's the worst. Don't do it. You just have to be the best you that you can possibly be. And if he likes you, good. If he doesn't, God, great. Alicia, she said, I'm a very, 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 very high maintenance woman and a man with 5 children. Talking to Raymond. Can't afford me and my kids. Where's the lie? Now, I don't agree with her talking about I'm a very, 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 very high maintenance. To me, thank you, babes. I will print it and bring it up. I'll print it and bring it up.
I just said, I wish I can go with stuff.
Daddy has to go to work today.
I'll go with stuff forever.
No, he'll be back in a couple of hours. And I'm here. Okay, go. Let me finish and then I'm going to print for you. Okay. First of all, Alicia she from the hood. She ghetto with, she's a hood chick. I don't see any high quality, high value men marrying her. She's just going to be one of them girls that go from man to man. Ain't nobody no good man's going to marry her. But she said something that a lot of you ladies miss. And I got a lot of stuff to talk about with Miss Alicia is you have to calculate that. I already have 2 kids. You have 5. You can't afford us. I don't care if I didn't have any kids. This is one of the things I used when I was dating. Wait a minute, you have how many kids? And I have one, and I want to have a couple. Unless he's a multimillionaire, he cannot afford a comfortable life, and ladies, and leave an inheritance for my children and my children's children. Because it's not just about now, is it? It's not just about, this is one of the mistakes us make. We don't think about the future. Okay, we start asking about college when they're 3 months from graduation. Oh, I go graduate. Oh, I go for college. When that's something you think about, and I'm not saying it's only us, but I'm a us's. That's something you think about before you get married, while you're dating. For those of you who's waiting for marriage, okay? Not having kids that you can't provide for. And while you're dating, you're thinking about this while you're dating about his idea and saving and providing. And, because when we already knew my kids, they're going to private school all the way. And we already knew soon as we got his social security card, we in the parking lot living second, we called it financial advice. We got the social security number. Yes. It is so okay, I'm gonna send the paperwork and you're gonna start. I'm gonna send in a check to start the investing. Okay. And my 5-year-old, he's 5. And because we've been investing since he's 5, he got some money in the college fund. He's on his way to college at 5. And so, ladies, when you're dating, these are the things you think about. Can he afford me? He got 5 kids now. What about my kids? Will he be able, based on his finances, to provide a very comfortable life for all of us and an inheritance? And an inheritance. That means what you're going to leave me when you're not here no more. But I have a question for Miss Alicia, because I'm like, where is the child support money? And let me get my book. Y'all know I had Lexi when I was 16. A lot of you women, I understand it. You pop all these kids out for bums. Then you get 40. I want to get married. And I want him to pick me up and take care of all of my kids. Where's the child support money, ma'am? Where is the child support money? Because I think it's unfair for you to pop babies out with bum after bum after bum, and then you want some man to pick up you and all your kids and provide for you. Not that it can't happen. Hello, that happened for me, and I know many of other ladies that happened for. But let's just think, ladies, when we're popping these kids out, to think about. Excuse me, where's my tissue? Think about. You're walking into, you better provide for me and my kids. Not that it can't happen. I'm just saying, for my single sisters, stop making all these babies with bums. And we're going to talk about David later, but he asks a valuable and a fair question. And to Alicia, I'm like, well, where's the child support money? But I don't see anything wrong with Alicia's calculation. Like, if you have 5 kids, you can't afford me and the other kids and my other kids. It's fair. But I'm asking, where's the child support money? Miss Thought. Or her boobs out. Raymond says he's not looking for love, but he's looking to share love. I like that. But it's all game. Raymond is all game, child. Super sperm. All game. They had a pool party. Brian with Winter on his back. Get off that man's back, girl. You're a little bit too thick to be on his back. You don't want to break his back, okay? Miss Whip, Minister Winter. And so they're having a push-up concert. What's her name? Oh, I can't remember her name, but she came on Rome for Love. When Anthony took off her shirt, Winter clutched her purse. She was like, oh, I didn't know he was working with all this. I'm talking about with Winter. Rashid suggests that the ladies take off the cover-up. Denise, aka Aunt Vi. She just so... Somebody that looked like Rashid hurt her feelings, okay? She called Rashid a narcissist personality. A narcissist. Why? Why, Denise? How many conversations have you had with him to know he's a narcissist? I think he remind her of the guy that abused her. And so, no, everybody that look like him is a narcissist, okay? And I just didn't like that about her. And I just think she needs to stop people calling her a narcissist. At the dinner, I feel like Rashid was showing off. Like, I bought PJs at Nordstrom, and I think that's like that bait. In my book, I'll talk about Mr. Bait. We said, oh, BAITS. He went to get PJs at Nordstrom, and they was like, Nordstrom, I go to Kmart. Hey, McKay, hey, high five. Marshall's clearance rack, girl. Okay, all my sing PJs, y'all see me weird. Marshall's clearance rack. Cal talks to Denise, and he asked her about her goal, and she want to have like a community where they basically grow everything. And he was like, oh, like the Black Wall Street. And she's like, yeah, but I need my king. And I'm like, well, why you need somebody to do what you need to do? Just go ahead and do what you need to do. Those are your goals and your dreams that you want to accomplish as a person. Just go ahead, and while you're accomplishing your goals and your dreams, then he will come right on aside with you. um Alicia and David talks. They were playing pool, and Alicia asked if he's controlling, and she said no. But you know, in a household, there's of course there's certain things he will take care of, and she said, "Well, you'll pay for everything." That's a fair question, right? He says, "I have no kids, but you have two. How am I supposed to pay for everything?" That's a fair question. Where is the freaking child support, Alicia? Where's the child support? And she was like, well, you know, with kids, there's so many things to pay for. Okay. Where's the child support? Huh? Where is the child support, Alicia? And I think it's a fair question for David to ask. And for those of you women who's going to probably go and get mad with what I'm saying, it is a fair question. Where's the child support? If you have child support, I think that's something you need to put on the table and say, you know, and this is so and so, and then he can decide what's what. That's what I did with Lexi. But my husband, I said, this is you know, Lexi Lou, you know, he like, he's like, girl, what you doing? Put that. But I don't believe that if he's paying child support and then the new man is paying for everything and you just spending the child support, shopping, you know, getting your hair and your nails did and all of this stuff. I do believe that some of that money needs to go towards the household, because after all, these are two extra mouths he's feeding. Except if he says, no, you know, take care of the kids and their needs. That means that child support is supposed to take care of their everything. Food, clothes, shelter, college. And she got mad. And I'm like, well, is she looking for a husband? Is she looking for a sponsor or something? Again, you need to come to the table with, especially when you have another mouth to feed, and you let him know, Pookie, this is how much Bookie and Suki daddy is giving me every month for them. And then you sit down and decide about, okay, this is what we're going to do with this money. Okay. In my book, The Naked Wife, husband and wife got into it. Boy is a teenager, if I remember correctly. The stepfather was trying to correct him or hitting him or something. She was like, don't hit my kid. And he was like, this is my house. He living in my house. Guess what she said, child? She said, yeah, but his child support is paying this mortgage. What? I was like, you said what? You said what to your husband? She said, I told him, we might live here, but my son's child support pays the mortgage. Half the mortgage, because the mama is living downstairs. Okay. Rashid and Adriana, the woman, you keep making this mistake. Asking Rashid who is he feeling. Don't do that. Don't matter who he's feeling. The important thing is he feeling me? And every season, it just seemed like there's a woman who's concerned about who her man or the man she likes is feeling. It don't matter. Are you feeling me? Winter and Edwin, they're talking. Joy and whoever was carrying her was that Jay. Okay, she liked to be picked up, but Joy is very, very. She's thin, so anybody could pick her. Winter, on the other hand. Rashid set up a group date, a competition. You know, guys are like that. They always want to compete. And the blocks has question. I thought Anthony was funny. She was like, who are you feeling, or who do you love, or something like that. He was like, me. Rashid kissed Adriana on the lips, and listen to what he said. Her lips were soft, and he said he wanted her to feel these soup coolers. I didn't think he had soup coolers, but I'm gonna look again next week. If y'all don't know what soup coolers are, I ain't gonna tell you. But for those of you who know soup coolers are, if you watch Married at First Time with Tristan, Tristan had soup coolers, and I was like, ooh, those soup. I don't do soup coolers, by the way. Mm-mm. Automatic turn on. Nope. Mm. Alex kissed Brian, her truth or dare, and he pulled out the block that said truth or dare, and she said dare, and he said kiss me, and he kissed her. He said her lips are very soft and sweet. Lip gloss. This is just half of my lip gloss. Sweet, colorful. This is the sweet one. Look, I'm talking about sweet. Baby daddy's lips like, all y'all ladies walking around with these dry, crusty, cracked up lips, get you some lip gloss. Okay, first of all, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Y'all know I'm all about saving my money now. Go to the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, go to CVS, the Walmart. They have nice lip gloss you can get at the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, they're $1. But if you want to spend a little bit more, go to Walmart, get you some lip gloss for $5, honey. Just put some color on your lips. Put some glitter. Put some glitter on your lips, okay? Let your lips shine and be pretty and be soft and sweet. Okay? Soft and sweet. Stop walking with dry, ashy, crackly. I'm trying to get me a husband. What with no dry, ashy lips, girl. Put some lip gloss on, okay? Mr. Super Seaman over here, aka Rolling. My dad is a Rolling Stone, talks to Adriana. And she said, I'm not gonna lie, when you say I want to roll with it, get the book. I'm gonna have to add that Mr. Roll with it, meaning Mr. I'm gonna hang out. Let's hang out and all this. I will, Michael. I'm gonna roll with it and let's hang out and all this stuff. You have to pay attention to what the men say, because I missed that when he said he wanted to roll with it, meaning he's gonna go with whatever you say just to make you happy. And listen to something this super sperm man said. He said, a relationship is like they're married. And all we have to do is get the piece of paper. And Adriana is like, well, why don't we just go ahead? If it's just like that, why don't you just get a piece of paper? Mr. Marriage is just a piece of paper in this book. Listen carefully to what the men say. Because I have a new book coming out. We'll talk about the boyfriend. They've been boyfriend, girlfriend. She got saved, and now he don't want to have sex, and he don't want to marry her. She don't want to have sex with him. He don't want to marry her. No, he's well, according to the Bible, we're married if we have sex. So Tommy meet with the ladies, and he said 2 men are going home. Alex is feeling Brian. Joy's feeling Cal and Jay. Winter's feeling Jay and Anthony. And Winter said, I didn't know Anthony was working with all that. Here goes sarcastic, passive aggressive. Thank you. Passive aggressive Denise. I knew it. Rash, Adriana, Anthony is Denise is feeling Anthony and Cal. Adriana is feeling Rashid. She was like, that's my man. Her side piece is Cal. And Naya is feeling Chris. Naya is not feeling Raymond because he's done having kids. Alex jumped in and said, yeah, but he's open. And Naya says something powerful. She said there's a difference between open and a desire. He already had 5 kids, so he'll have one more baby just to make you feel good, or he'll tell you I'll have another baby. But he don't desire to have another kid. And that's the difference. Go ahead, Naya. Alex likes Ray, but the age grab bothers her. Girl, 5 kids! 5 kids! If anything happened with 4 different baby mamas, he was a whole child. You do know, Alex, that if anything happened to all them baby mamas, those kids is coming to live with you. You do know that. You do know that because of his 5 kids. That's gonna cut in your inheritance. What you gonna get? You better let them tell you. You better think it through. Okay, Alex likes Ray, but the age gap. Alicia uh is not. I'm sorry. Alex is not feeling Ray, but it's the age gap. Alicia's not feeling David because David don't want to be the sponsor for her kids. Where's the child support? And so I keep telling y'all, young girls, stop popping these babies out. It makes it really difficult for the men to want to marry. This is what my daddy told me. I had Lexi at 16. He said, let me tell you, you want to get your good husband, don't you have any more kids? And there were great guys that I could have been married. And they say, I just don't want a ready-made family. And I can't be mad. I can't be mad that they didn't want to pick up a 25-year-old with a 6-year-old. They wanted to start their own family just by themselves. Okay. And of course, when you're younger, it's a little bit harder. When you're older, it's a little bit more option because the kid is old and they think the kid is getting ready to leave, but they never really leave. Joy was turned off with David with the finger, and I think she overreacted. And I pray to God that after she watches this, she will see that she overreacted, because I don't think so. Denise is not feeling Rashid. She calls him a narcissist. He's light skinned, tall, with a frat, college educated. That's narcissist. And Alex was like, Adrian was like, wait a minute, I know the definition of narcissistic, and that's not what it means. And Tommy was like, wait a minute. There's nothing wrong with being tall and light skinned and a frat and be college educated. And I think that's the man that hurt Denise. So now every man that looks like him, that has his characteristics, is a narcissist, and she just needs to go to counseling. And I hope she get voted off next week, because I'm tired of her. I'm tired of Denise. She's old, she's angry, she's aggressive. And I am not one to call a woman old, because Denise is younger than me. I'm 43. And Denise is what, 39? But I just think that it's time. I'm tired of her. I'm ready for her to go. She's 39. I'm ready for her. I like her, but this is her last chance. She ain't gonna get her no good man, child. Denise is not gonna get no good man. Winter said, but then Alex was like, well, I don't, right? Adrian was like, well, I don't know, see that part of him. And here go Denise to Tommy. Yeah, but men will try who they know they will try. See, you're playing the old card, and that old card is going to get you behind sent home next week, Denise. Okay? It's going to get your old, aggressive, masculine self. I don't like to call a woman old, because, that's sensitive for women. It's going to get your behind sent home next week. Winters to Rashid is pretentious. Excuse me. Is pretentious and dry. And what Rashid is doing, I'm weird my weekend vibe show. He is playing as, I got this, I got that, I can do this, I can do that. But the women want more. Okay. 3 men are considering going home. Rashid, Raymond, and David. Winter talks to Rashid. Denise talks to David. Alex talks to Ray. David, Denise, her latest think that the whole thing, what he said about the kids, I have to take care of your kids. That's a fair question. That is a fair question. Where's the child support? Where is the child support money, woman? Huh? You coming in with a man, want to take care of all the bills and pay for all the kids you have with bums. I just want to know, where is the child support money? I'm going to do a video with that. Okay. Rashid, they said the ladies, Winter talks to Rashid, the ladies think is a representative, and he's not coming through as his authentic self, and he needs to be more. Adriana talks to Ray when he said marriage is just a piece of paper, and they think he's not ready for love. David is not ready. I really think they made a mistake sending David home. They should not have sent David home. But I don't think Rashid should have been sent home either. I think Raymond was good. Ray, yeah, he should have been gone last week. He should have been gone. Super sperm. Slinging it all over the place. Probably got some kind of, Rashid stays, and he said plan to step it up and show his authentic self. And David was, so he said, I'm pissed and I'm a gentleman, so I'm going to continue to be that. Again, I don't see anything wrong with the question that he asks about, wait a minute, you have 2 kids. I don't have any. But I'm supposed to pay for everything? It's a fair question. It's a fair question. And yes, woman, we want a man that's gonna pay for everything, but you better, I'm sorry, did Alicia's not the woman that will make a man want to pick her up and her kids and pay for it. I'm sorry, she's just not it. All right. I love you. Let me know what you think. Did they send the wrong people guys home? I think David was wrong to have been sent home, but then I don't know who else they would have sent home. And when I didn't watch the show, but after I fell asleep on the couch and got up and was getting ready for bed, I thought that David is going to have a hard time because whenever a man talks about a woman's money, like what he said last week, city girls want to spend their money, they're serious about their money, they'll spend your money and their money. I thought, the ladies might not like that. I didn't really like that, but I like him. And I think he's a little rougher on the edges, but I just don't think they should have sent him home. And I think Joy overreacted, and I think David was right in asking Alicia. It's a fair question. Do you think it's fair for me to pay for everything when I don't have any kids? You have two. All right, let me know what y'all think. Love you. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs us up. Love you. Bye. Mwah.